Hear ye the words of the wise. Of things some are in our power and others are not. In our power are opinion, movement toward a thing, desire, aversion, turning from a thing, and, in a word, whatever are our own acts. Not in our power are the body, property, reputation, offices, and, in a word, whatever are not our own acts. And the things in our power are by nature free, not subject to restraint nor hindrance, but the things not in our power are weak, slavish, subject to restraint in the power of others. Remember then that if you think the things which are by nature slavish to be free, and the things which are in the power of others to be your own, you will be hindered, you will lament, you will be disturbed, you will blame both gods and men. But if you think that only which is your own to be your own, and if you think that what is another's as it really is, belongs to another, no man will ever compel you, no man will hinder you. You will never blame any man, you will accuse no man, you will do nothing involuntarily against your will. No man will harm you, you will have no enemy, for you will not suffer any harm. Hear ye the words of the wise. I will sing of well-founded earth, mother of all, eldest of all beings. She feeds all creatures that are in the world, all that go upon the goodly land, and all that are in the paths of the seas, and all that fly. All these are fed of her store. Through you, O Queen, men are blessed in their children, and blessed in their harvests. And to you it belongs to give means of life to mortal men, and to take it away. Happy is the man whom you delight to honour. He has all things abundantly. His fruitful land is laden with corn. His pastures are covered with cattle, and his house is filled with good things. Thus it is with those whom you honour, O holy goddess, bountiful spirit. Hear ye the words of the wise. Willingly give yourself up to Clotho, allowing her to spin your thread into whatever things she pleases. Everything is only for a day, both that which remembers and that which is remembered. Observe constantly that all things take place by change, and accustom yourself to consider that the nature of the universe loves nothing so much as to change the things which are, and to make new things like them. For everything that exists is in a manner the seed of which will be. Hear ye the words of the wise. For the goddess bringeth forth the vast sun, and the lucent moon. She collecteth it, receiving the melody of ether, and of the sun, and of the moon, and of whatsoever things are contained in the air. Unwearied nature ruleth over the worlds and works, that the heavens drawing downward might run an eternal course, and that the other periods of the sun, moon, seasons, night and day might be accomplished. And above the shoulders of that great goddess is nature in her vastness exalted. Hear ye the words of the wise. Know that all these things as I have told thee, and accustom thyself to overcome and vanquish these passions. First, gluttony, sloth, sensuality and anger. Do nothing evil, neither in the presence of others nor privately, but above all things respect thyself. In the next place, observe justice in thy actions and in thy words, and accustom not thyself to behave thyself in anything without rule and without reason, but always make this reflection, that it is ordained by destiny that all people must die, and the goods of fortune are uncertain, and that as they may be acquired, so may they likewise be lost. Concerning all the calamities that people suffer by divine fortune, support with patience thy lot, be what it may, and never repine at it, but endeavour what thou canst to remedy it. Hear ye the words of the wise. I will begin with the Muses and Apollo and Zeus. For it is through the Muses and Apollo that there are singers upon the earth and players upon the lyre. But kings are from Zeus. Happy is he whom the Muses love. Sweet flows speech from his lips. Hail, children of Zeus, give honour to my song. Hear ye the words of the wise. Here too is a miracle which Apollonius worked. A girl had died just in the hour of her marriage, and the bridegroom was following her bier, lamenting, as was natural, his marriage left unfulfilled, and the whole of Rome was mourning with him, for the maiden belonged to a consular family. Apollonius, then witnessing their grief, said, "Put down the bier, for I will stay the tears that you are shedding for this maiden." And withal he asked what was her name. The crowd accordingly thought that he was about to deliver such an oration as is commonly delivered, as much to grace the funeral as to stir up lamentation. But he did nothing of the kind, but merely touching her and whispering in secret some spell over her, at once woke up the maiden from her seeming death, and the girl spoke out loud and returned to her father's house, just as Alcestis did when she was brought back to life by Hercules. And the relations of the maiden wanted to present him with a sum of 150,000 sesterces, but he said that he would freely present the money to the young lady by way of a dowry. Hear ye the words of the wise. You can remove many useless things among those which disturb you, for they lie entirely in your opinion, and you will then gain for yourself ample space by comprehending the whole universe in your mind, and by contemplating the eternity of time and observing the rapid change of every several thing. How short is the time from birth to dissolution, and the illimitable time before birth, as well as the equally boundless time after dissolution. All that you see will quickly perish, and those who have been spectators of its dissolution will very soon perish too. And he who dies at the extremest old age will be brought into the same condition with him who died prematurely. Loss is nothing else than change, but the universal nature delights in change, and in obedience to her all things are now done well, and from eternity have been done in like form, and will be such to time without end. Hear ye the words of the wise. No one is completely wretched. One is blessed with children, another with kinsmen, another with enough money, another has done great deeds. It is better to live than not to be alive. The lame man can ride a horse. He without hands can drive the herd. A deaf man can fight and win. It is better to be blind than to be cremated.